Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 26th of April 1982, and the title is An Equal Right for Everyone to be Seated on BapDada's Heart Throne. Today is the gathering of the meeting of the Ganges of knowledge and the ocean of knowledge in which all the children experience a spiritual meeting with the Father. The Father is pleased to see the spiritual children, and the children are pleased to meet the spiritual Father, because when the spiritual souls who recognize the Father in the previous cycle understand through their intellect's yoga that they are the same souls of the previous cycle, that they have found the same Father once again. They experience themselves to be swinging in the swing of bliss, happiness, love, and joy. The children of the previous cycle are experiencing this once again. They have remembered that old recognition once again. Such loving souls, who are embodiments of that remembrance and absorbed in the ocean of love, can understand this special experience. All of you children are loving souls, and it is because of the pure relationships of love that you have come here. Nevertheless, you are number-wise in your love. Some souls are immersed in love, and others are experiencing the meeting according to their capacity. And those who can understand the bliss of this spiritual meeting are still trying to understand it. However, all souls would be called loving souls. On the basis of a loving relationship, they will continue to move forward and reach the stage of becoming souls who are merged in love. Their trying to understand will finish, and they will have the experience of being merged, because souls who merge in love are souls who are equal. Therefore, to become equal means to be merged in love, so you yourself can understand to what extent you have become equal to the Father. What is the Father's thought? Is the thought of I, the soul absorbed in love, the same as his thought? Similarly, have I become equal to the Father in my words, actions, service, and relationships? Or is there still a great difference? Or is there just a small difference? The great mantra of Manmanabhav is to finish the difference. Become the form of this great mantra in your every thought at every second. This is known as being a soul who is equal and merged in Him. The unlimited Father has the unlimited thought that all the children should become equal to the Father. He doesn't feel that he should be the Guru and others should become disciples. No, he wants you to become equal to the Father and be seated on the Father's heart throne. Here, you don't have to become one seated on the Gaddi. Only one or two could become that. However, here, the unlimited Father sits you on the unlimited heart throne. So all the children can claim that right. Each and every one has the same golden chance. Whether you came at the beginning, in the middle, or have now come, all of you have the full right to become equal. That is, to be seated on the heart throne. It isn't that those who come at the end cannot go ahead. Anyone can go ahead because this property is unlimited. It isn't that those who came in the beginning have taken everything, so it is all finished. The property is so limitless that even those who came later can take some if they want. However, everything depends on those who claim the right, because together with claiming that right, you also have to renounce the sanskars of dependence. It is nothing but just dependence. However, when the question of renouncing it arises, then because of your own weakness, you are stuck in this aspect and you say that your sanskars are not leaving you. You blame your sanskars and say that the sanskars are not finishing, when it is in fact you yourselves who don't let go of them. Which is more powerful, the living soul or the sanskars? Did the sanskars adopt the soul, or has the soul imbibed the sanskars? Are the sanskars the living power of the soul, or is the soul the power of the sanskars? Since it is the soul that imbibes those sanskars, then it is also the soul that has to renounce them. The sanskars will not renounce themselves. You give many names. It is my sanskars, nature, habit, nature. However, which power is saying this? Is it the habit or the soul that is saying this? So, are you a master or a slave? Although you have an unlimited chance of adopting your rights, that is, the authority of being a master, you become those who take according to your capacity. What is the reason for this? You say, it is my habit, my sanskars, my nature. However, even though you say that they are yours, you don't have that authority over them. If they are yours, then you are the master of them, are you not? What would you call a master who is unable to do what he wants, who cannot transform himself, or who cannot claim that right? Would such a weak soul be called one who has all rights? You have an open chance. The Father does not give to you number-wise. It is you yourselves who make everything number-wise. The heart throne is so large that souls of the whole world can be seated on it. It is of such an unlimited form, but how many are there who have the courage to sit on it? In order to be seated on the heart throne, you have to make a bargain with your heart. This is why the Father is called Dilwala, the one who wins everyone's heart. He gives you his heart, and he also takes your heart. When the bargaining starts, you show your cleverness a great deal. You don't make the full bargain. You keep a little aside. And what do you then say? I will give everything gradually. You prefer to bargain a small portion at a time, because those who strike a bargain in one go belong to the one. They remain constant and steady and claim number one in everything. Those who bargain a little at a time, those who keep their feet in two boats instead of one, are constantly in upheaval, in one form of confusion or another. They cannot remain constant. Therefore, If you want to make a bargain, do that in just a second. Don't break your heart into pieces. Today, you detach your heart from yourself and attach it to the Father. You gave him one piece, that is, one portion. Then tomorrow, you detach your heart from your relations and attach that to the Father. And give a second portion of your heart, a second piece. What will happen by doing this? In terms of the Father's property, you will only claim the right to a piece of that property. In terms of the attainment of experience, you will not be able to experience all experiences. By experiencing just a little, you will neither become constantly complete nor constantly content. This is why, even now, some children say that they don't experience as much as they should. Some say that they don't have a complete experience, that they only experience a little. Others say that they do experience, but it is not constant. Because they haven't made a complete, full bargain, they don't experience to the fullest extent. It is because they haven't thought of making a bargain at once, in one go. Because they do this a little at a time, the experience they have is also a little at a time. It is not all the time. In fact, this bargain is a bargain that gives such an elevated attainment. To give a heart that has been wandering around without a destination and claim a right to sit comfortably on the heart throne of the Father, who is the comforter of hearts. In spite of that, there isn't the courage to strike this bargain. You do understand this, and you speak of it, but because you lack courage, you are unable to attain this fortune. It is a cheap bargain, is it not? Or do you find it difficult? In terms of speaking about it, all of you say that it is a cheap bargain. However, when you begin to do it, you make it difficult. In fact, your giving is not really giving. To give iron and receive diamonds, is this giving or receiving? So don't you even have the courage to take? This is why you were told that the unlimited Father gives equally to everyone, but even though they have an open chance, those who take become number-wise. If you want to take a chance, then take it. Then no one will listen to your complaint that you were unable to do it, but that this happened. If I had come in the beginning, I would have been able to go ahead. If I didn't have these situations, I would have gone ahead. These complaints are just your own weaknesses. In front of your original stage, external situations can do nothing. Obstacles cannot in any way obstruct the effort of souls who are the destroyers of obstacles. The account of speed is not according to the account of time. It is not that someone who came 2 years ago can go ahead, whereas someone who came 2 months ago cannot. Here it is the bargain of just a second. Therefore, 2 months is such a long time. However, has your speed been intense from the moment you came? Those whose speed is constantly intense can go ahead of many souls who are careless. This is why The present time and the Master Almighty Authority souls have the blessing. Whatever you want for yourself, however much progress you wish to make, however many rights you wish to claim, you can easily do that because this time is blessed. You are the souls who are blessed with blessings by the Father, the bestower of blessings. Do you understand? If you want to become blessed, become that now. Later, the time of blessings will come to an end. Then you won't be able to attain anything even by making effort. Therefore, attain whatever you want now. Do whatever you want to do now. Don't think, but do whatever you want to do with determination and achieve success. Acha, to those who have all rights, to those who make the bargain of a second, that is, those who do something as soon as they think of it, to such constantly courageous, elevated souls, to those who, as a master, finish their weaknesses with the power of transformation, to those who perform the elevated actions that they wish to such Master Almighty Authority souls, those who are seated on the heart throne, to the children who have all rights, BapDada's love, remembrance, and Namaste. BapDada meeting teachers, you constantly remain engaged in service while considering yourselves to be servers. Do you not? What is the special basis of success of service for servers? A server always wants to be successful. But what is the basis of success? What does Baba especially draw your attention to nowadays? To renunciation. There cannot be success without renunciation and tapasya. So to be a server means to be an embodiment of renunciation and an image of tapasya. What is tapasya? To belong to the one Father and none other. This is the tapasya of every moment. And what is renunciation? Baba has spoken a lot about that, but in essence, the renunciation of a server is according to the time constantly to remain at ease, easy with problems and people, and to mold the self for the benefit of the self and others. Whatever the situation is, for instance, sometimes you may have to renounce your name, sometimes your sanskars, sometimes your waste thoughts, sometimes temporary physical facilities. So according to that situation and time, you should be able to make your stage elevated. No matter what type of renunciation you have to have, you should do that and be able to mold yourself. This is called being an embodiment of renunciation. Renunciation, tapasya, and then service. Renunciation and tapasya are the basis of success in service. Therefore, become such a renunciate that there is no pride in that renunciation, no pride that you renounced something. If you even have this thought, then that is not renunciation. A server is one who instantly puts into practice the directions of the senior. If you receive any directions for helping the people, even then you should not try to prove yourself right. Even though you may be right, when you receive a direction from the seniors to help the people, you should always say, Haji, yes indeed, Ji Hazir, I am present. This is the specialty of servers. This is not bowing down or lowering yourself, but becoming even greater. Sometimes some of you think that if you do that, you will be put down and that your name will become less, that your personality will become less. But no, to accept means to become worthy of respect. To give respect to others means to receive self-respect. Therefore, be such a server that you renounce even your respect and prestige. What would you do with temporary respect and prestige? To be obedient means to receive respect and prestige for all time. So, do you want to claim this eternally or for only now? A server means someone who is constantly ever ready to renounce all of these things. As soon as the seniors say something, do it. Such special servers are loved by the Father and by everyone. To bow down means to be the bearer of the fruit of success. This bowing down is not belittling yourself, but it is to become complete with the fruit of success. At that time, it may seem as though your name is lowered, that the other person has become greater, and that you have become smaller, that you were brought down and the other person was put higher up. However, it is a game of just a second. There can be defeat in a second, and there can be a victory in a second. The defeat of a second is the defeat for all time that makes you part of the Moon Dynasty, holding a bow and arrow, whereas the victory of a second enables you to attain constant happiness, which is symbolized by Krishna playing the flute. There is such a great difference between one who belongs to the Moon Dynasty, holding a bow and arrow, and one who plays the flute. Therefore, it is not a question of a second, but that second is the basis of all time. Understand this secret and constantly continue to move forward. You saw Father Brahma. Brahma Baba lowered himself so much. He became such a humble server that he was even ready to massage the children's feet. Children are ahead of me. Children are cleverer than me in giving lectures. He never said me first. The children ahead, the children first. He said the children were the seniors. So to lower yourself is not lowering yourself, but elevating yourself. This is known as being a true number one worthy server. This is the aim of all of you, is it not? Many servers have emerged from Gujarat. However, the rivers of Gujarat are only flowing in Gujarat. Don't be Gujarat benefactors. Become world benefactors. Constantly remain ever ready. Whatever directions you receive today, say Haji, yes indeed. What will happen? How will it happen? Why should a trustee have to think about what will happen or how it will happen? Constantly offer yourself and you will constantly remain beyond. You will then step away from attachment and dependence. Today you are here, and tomorrow you could go anywhere, and you would be beyond. If you think that you have to stay here, then there will be a little feeling of, I have to do this, I have to become this. Today you are here, and tomorrow you are there. You are a bird. Today you are on one branch, and tomorrow on another branch. Then your stage will remain beyond. The stage of the mind has to remain constantly beyond. Even if you stay somewhere for 20 years, you should remain constantly ever ready. Don't think, how will it happen? This is known as being a great renunciate. Acha, blessing, may you be a master almighty authority who experiences true liberation by finishing all bondage of dependence. In order to donate all powers to the world, become a truly liberated soul. The first liberation from all is of the relations of the old body, because dependence on the body binds you in many bondages against your wish. Dependence always brings you down. It distresses you and makes you experience a dry stage. Such souls are unable to see any clear support. They neither experience sorrow nor happiness, but are just lost in the middle of nowhere. Therefore, become a master almighty authority and become free from all bondages. Celebrate your day of true liberation. Slogan: experience the pleasure of all attainments in meeting God and become a contented soul. Om Shanti.